On the table today at SquirrelStampede, we have more of the Super Mario Brothers movie miniatures incoming. It's Bowser's Island Castle. Look at that, puffing by in the clouds. It's bringing out a lot of cloud dust here. Oh my, we also should have Kong's stadium, Donkey Kong's stadium. Wow, there's a lot of smoke. So these mini sets are pretty fun. They're really cool to look at. There's a lot of detail to them. I wish a little more minifigure, but a lot of Okay, Bowser, just go. We gotta watch this though.
SquirrelStampede.
We now interrupt with dumb ways to die at Bowser's castle. Mario needs to save the princess inside, so he does a mega jump and lands in the volcano. And now back to our programming. We begin, we take a look at the Super Mario Brothers movie, Bowser's Island Castle, the floating menace of Bowser's Land. Pretty solid playset. We first set eyes on it over at Sweet Squirrel Stampede Summer Vacation Episode 2 this summer, if you recall. Hey, what happened to Episode 3? It's like the fall. Jakks Pacific makes some pretty solid miniature playsets for Super Mario, except for maybe minus minifigure. We only get one Bowser figure with this build. It's pretty interesting though. Highly detailed. I wonder if it would float. We'll just have to open up and see. I feel like I should have a Koopa Troopa lackey or something helping me out opening. Okay, so slice there and discover what's in there. If I recall, there was a little assembly required with the castle. Oh my. We interrupt with another dumb ways to die at Bowser's castle. The princess is inside. Mario is here to save her. He goes through the mouth and is crushed to death. Find a safer way, Mario. So I see several interesting things out of pack. So does Barry Squirrel taking over the central main floating island. Watch out, Barry, that thing's gonna be crispy on your feet. One giant Bowser stone to sculpture head, check. One giant bubbling lava volcano, check. And one Bowser minifigure, check. I think this is our first time checking out a Bowser minifigure, am I right? Maybe? Right? He's pretty big. Look at that. He's almost dwarfing Landry. How does he scale next to the princess? Peaches. Okay, no, just don't do that. So he's quite the scale of a minifigure. Does he have articulation on those arms, I wonder? A little bit. We can move those arms up top. How about the head? Oh, even the head rotates. Well, if the head and arms rotate, what about the legs? No, those do not rotate. But fairly large, hulking looking dude. Peaches. Okay, I don't think this is going to be too hard to place together. We've got a quick set of instructions to help us out. This is our central core. I think we'll start by just locking in this giant stone Bowser face sculpt. Look at this sculpt, by the way. This is incredibly cool. They did such great detail work with these miniatures. I mean, that looks like it was chiseled right out of obsidian with some glowing lava eyes back there. And opening and closing jaws. Pretty ferocious and awesome looking. Look at it as it breathes fire all over the table. I'm not sure if yours is going to do that. Mine will apparently does that. But that is quite a sculpture piece. And we'll place that down, snapping it right in. This might just be a one-time fits all. And that thing is solidly attached. And then there we'll add this lava bubbling tower cauldron thing. Oh, there's his throne. And, oh, I guess they're more like stairs. It almost looked like a chair there. So where does this attach? Right back here. There is a hinge on the back. I hope that's the right one. There's also a little spot there, but I don't know what goes in there yet. We'll try this one first. Okay, we got it. That solidly lays down right there. Then we add in two more little other tower accessory pieces on either side of the front of the castle. Kind of funny that those were left out for us to do. There, that one goes on that side. Whoop. And this one goes on this side. Well, there you go. Constructed. We interrupt again with another dumb ways to die at Bowser's castle. Mario needs to get inside to save the princess, but his shoelace is untied. Little does he know, Bowser's about to go in reverse. Now back to our programming. It's on wheels. I don't remember it being on wheels. That's kind of fun. They're solid all-terrain wheels. Look at the base of this thing. All four rolling pretty well and smoothly across the table. That's kind of fun. Definitely scaled huge for miniature. Okay, so let's lock down some features. I think we showed one just a few minutes ago with opening and closing mouth. Whoop, that closed. Over onto the sides, we have an entrance point, maybe. This maybe is how Mario gets inside the castle. Like a long hallway, goes like way in there. Where does this thing go? It's like really hollow in there. Like if I drop a Goomba in there, what happens? I have no idea where it just went. There's now a Goomba inside here. What do I do? Oh, there it is. So plenty of room to move in, and that opens up on either side. Ah, this one's closed. False wall. Then there's these hangy, spicy, spiny, spiky ball thingies, almost chain chomp-esque, and they just swing back and forth. All four on two on each side, so there they are, kind of ready to smash Mario out of the way if this thing is rolling towards you. Two on each side. I keep wanting to say different numbers. And so now up top, up back, we can look at that central mountaintop area. Oozing lava from the top down out of a little Bowser sculpture mouth through the castle walls and down over under. This should lift open as we hinged placed in. Then we can drop these stairs. See, that totally looks like a throne. Totally feels like we could place Bowser right there. But he's gonna be hanging up there really awkwardly like, ugh. So we're actually gonna flip these down. And oh, so that's where, there's another little hingy thing right there. Nothing really hinges in there other than Bowser. And why is this whole thing, though, not really straight? Look at that. Like, now he's gonna always be, like, hunched forward. That's a little odd. And place Bowser up here, I think. I think this is, like, his, like, place to hang out, but, like, he's still gonna fall. I mean, did I build that correctly? I mean, why is this hinging? See, I guess if you just barely step here, it's straight. But I want to go into this little ledge here for more support, and it really kind of sinks down. This is loose. Not sure if this was designed exactly correctly for perfection. So I guess you just kind of lean it back and then put Bowser here, right up there. But it's not even enough room for him, so that's a little awkward back there. That's really awkward. I may have to noodle around a little more with that. Then there should be a trap door. Oh, okay, that's interesting. So this trapdoor probably sends the character out through that door. So let's say we have Mario here. Mario's trying to encounter Bowser up here. None of these figures stand very well, by the way. And then we say drop him into the cage, and he gets his head jammed in there. Another dumb way to die over at Bowser's Island Castle. Mario has got his head and neck jammed tightly into the trapdoor. That's gotta really hurt. Oh no, it's just a little holding cell. There's nothing there. I thought this was going to slide into this lower door, but it doesn't. It's just a little area in there to trap your finger and or die. And one more interesting feature, how do we get to the prisons? The prison cells are over here. Oh, that kind of ejects like a flux capacitor, or I should say Mr. Fusion. That's cool. That just slides up really smoothly. That's probably the best working mini feature of this. I could do this a few times. And there's two cages. So one for Luma Lee, which does not come with this, unfortunately. This set, if it had a Luma Lee, I would give it like 10,000 points. But we just have two cages to place, and we can open up. I believe they have opening doors. And where is our princess now? Where did she go? Ah, there she is. And we can place her inside, capturing her, placing back onto these hooks back here, and throwing her into Bowser's dungeon. And now we can flip back down that bubbling volcano in the back. We could probably just toss Bowser up here. That's really awkward. And he can roll away with his stolen princess off to somewhere. One last final feature, taking Mario, you can place him into this lava lake in here, and then he would slide out the bottom of the mouth awkwardly. Let's try that again. There he goes. So if the mouth is open, he kind of slides out the mouth, but if the mouth is closed, he's gonna fall right through the hole under the mouth. So that's just kind of poorly designed and awkwardly. If anything, this is more for display. It's like a really cool display thing. There's not many figures, I've mentioned that before, so you take the figures that we get and you can place up on here and make an interesting little setup. It's visually cool. It's a visually cool, stunning looking thing. It's just kind of lacking in some of the things it can do. Still don't know what this is. Like, hello, how far? It like goes way in there. Got my black light. It's not a full flashlight, but yeah, it like just goes way in there. Oh wait, there is a hallway. Earlier I was placing my finger there against a wall. There is a hallway, so Mario will fall down that hole and escape down through there and out that door. It's so awkward. It's so awkward to work with. Okay, dropping him in. There he goes, and out the slide door. Okay, yay, we've got it figured out. But overall, it's more of a display thing. It's just kind of lacking a little bit of things going. Could have used some projectile launchers. These things always have projectile launchers, right? But it's interesting enough. If you're a Koopa fan of Super, you'll want this on your shelf. And now our final, dumb ways to die at Bowser's castle. Mario is here to save the princess, and he waits patiently for Bowser to show up, not seeing the swinging stairs that crush him. Poor Mario. So let's roll this out and check out the other miniature playset we just came across. And that would be the Super Mario Bros. Movie Donkey Kong Stadium. We now interrupt with dumb ways to die in a battle at Donkey Kong Stadium. Mario needs to challenge Donkey Kong to get him on his team. Mario therefore jumps across to get Donkey Kong's attention, whereas Donkey Kong yawns and takes Mario out. Back to programming. So now, just after meeting a giant Bowser, we can now check out a giant Donkey Kong and a stadium to go with him. With interactive pieces, little swinging ledges perhaps. Based off the scale of this box, it's not going to be that huge. This is definitely micro scale. It transforms into kind of the front entrance of the Kong Kingdom. I mean, really, some of these sets, it's all about the figure, like picking up the minifigure, and the set kind of comes with it too, right? Well, let's see. More assembly required with this one. A lot of assembly. We now interrupt again, dumb ways to die at Donkey Kong Stadium. Mario, needing to get Kong on his team, decides to build a tire swing and swing across to get to Kong. He's swinging, he's swinging, he's swinging. Whoop! There were piranha cheep cheeps in the water. Mario is now dead. Back to programming. Okay, out of box, this one actually looking intriguing. A little more than I thought would be here. It looked kind of flat on the back of the box, but I'm seeing some good depth here. And a lot of pieces. Barrels, question blocks, Donkey Kong beams, and of course, Kong here. Donkey Kong is included. Another nice scaled minifigure. Kong here, about the scale of a squirrel. Pretty good little featuring mini. And articulated arms, I believe. So we can lift one arm up and, well, he'll then clunk to the ground. Probably rotating head there too. A little bit hunched over, can't always see what he's doing. Scaled next to Bowser. Bowser's just a little bit bigger. But these two are pretty neat little giant scale minifigures. Instructions, what do we build first? We're gonna hinge on these giant doors first. Giant statue doors here. And one goes per each side, I believe. Shouldn't be too hard. Plastic is soft enough not to give too much of a headache. As I say, not too much of a headache. Very easy installation. No headaches involved. I'm pretty sure I've ruined this door. And installed. Let's not discuss the last 17 hours of terror. Okay, there is our stadium. And pretty impressive, not as flat as you would expect from the back of the box there. You can kind of fold these arms in, kind of give it a roundish feel if you'd like. And there's the side over here. They've done well designing every angle of these miniatures. I'll give them that for sure. The outside of the castle always looks spectacular. So did the Super Mario Bros. Plumbing van. And now the stadium also designed well. There are some cardboard cutouts here on the side, which, I mean, that's going to give you some more graphic paneling, but there you go. And some pretty good Kong family imagery back here. There are a lot of apes watching this game. And for the most part, I don't see too much repetition in the images, although if you look closely, I see kind of the same gorillas. But it looks good. And we interrupt again, now back to Dumb Ways to Die at Donkey Kong Stadium. Mario, needing to get Kong's attention to join his team, decides to go around the safer way to get to Donkey Kong, over to the top of the statue, and then back over to this side, forgetting that there is no safety railing, and falls over the edge and dies. Poor Mario, he needs to figure things out. And now back to programming. So now we've got a bunch of beams, a bunch of classic Donkey Kong beams to install here and there around the square, saying catch me if you can. Okay, so let's try one up here. And I think I've got them in the right direction. You want kind of like this little railway to be up. Well, I think they only fit in a certain way, so you can kind of go anywhere with these, can't you? There's plenty of spots to place. I'm seeing multiple locations, even on the wall over here. So you can pick your spot for wherever you want these arms to reach out. Maybe I'll go a lower arm up top here. Kind of, yeah, we want one by the entrance of the Great Gong. And so we've got 3 barrels, and these barrels are going to be installed over towards the back. You drop them in here, they then roll out over here. So let's give that a try. I don't know, do I place Mario here? Do I place a Mario right there? And then I will take this barrel right here and I will drop it into the back. Oh, and took Mario out. Okay, that works pretty well. How about a squirrel? Can I put a squirrel up here? Watch out, Landry. Okay, Landry's pretty tough. He could take at least 1 barrel. Maybe 2. How about 3? Can you take 3? Oh, well, the barrel finally stopped, so Landry wins. Landry wins. That's kind of a fun feature. What do we got for these question blocks now? The question blocks, oh, I see. They fit in all these posts that are sticking out. So I may have placed one of these in the wrong spot. Yeah, this one, well, let's see. There's only 3 mystery blocks here, so we'll go 1 there, 1 up here. Oh, I'm good, I'm good. There's a little bit of customization going. In fact, I think if you wanted to, you could take one of these blocks and place it on the end of a tower stick, maybe. Yeah, you can place one there. So there's a lot of fun here for mixing and goofing around with. And then just otherwise, a great little stadium scene to reenact movie scenes somehow. I mean, there was kind of this great bridge kind of connecting together. How do I do that? I mean, I pull this one off here, or maybe this one here. Whoa, watch out. Oh, and of course Mario just goes flying. Or was that Kong? Someone went flying. It was a barrel. A barrel rolled off on me. But now that's getting a little closer to what the movie had. You know, there's like a bridge going on between Kong and Mario, but I can't really extend it all the way. There's Kong just hanging on. He's too big for these little walkways. And a Mario, so plenty of display options. And a couple extra features. You can hang from these beams a hanging block crate, and I think that should just slide in onto these pieces like so. There you go. And then a hanging tire piece. We'll just kind of hang that one up here. Will that be in the way of that one? It might be in the way of that one. Let's go down here. So I'm really pleasantly surprised with this one. I wasn't really sure. I thought, this one looks kind of lacking, but there's actually enough little objects and things to keep you interested. I mean, really the only thing lacking is minifigure. The way they make you buy like all sorts of separate cubes to get the cast is kind of clumsy at best. Playsets should always come with at least 4 minifigures in my book. But I'm liking it. I'm actually liking this quite a bit. Let's see if we can fold it up. What does it look like folded up? Well, you gotta take things out now, I think, to fold this up just right. We'll pull out these posts. They're not gonna fold up with them attached. And this little little ocean piece tile just kind of flips up maybe. And it was flipping up earlier. There we go. And close these doors of the stadium. Look at that. That is so cool looking with it sandwiched together. And then I suppose just all the extra pieces. Oh, that's clumsy though. There's a big hole down here. Well, might just be enough. Take your extra pieces and throw them in. And hopefully they won't fall out on your drive to Aunt Edna's house, because that would be awful if you lost a couple beams because they just fell out. I don't think they will. Oh, well, they fall out the top if you do it that way. Not a very good sturdy carrying case. But you can throw this on your back wall as a back feature to a great little Mario display. And our final dumb ways to die. Mario must circumnavigate both miniature playsets to get to Princess Peach and save her. He has been practicing this whole review, ready to go. He knows with one perfect Mario jump, he could ground pound Kong into the water, use the momentum to flip over Bowser's head, landing perfectly at the feet of Princess Peach, placing her in his arms, then helicopter jumping over the edge and onto some safety clouds. Here he goes. Everyone, shh. Here he goes. Ready? He's ready. And... oh! He completely missed. Mario needs more practice. And Peach and Bowser get married.
Dun 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 dun.
What do you think about Bowser's Island Castle? Highly detailed, right? Just kind of missing some minifigures with a lot of these, but then you just go out and you pick up those single pack sets. Should be able to complete kind of the cast of the movie that way, but yeah, if they included a few more figures, I would have been much more happy. But there you go. If you liked today's video, give us a squike, squirrelive, squamment your favorite Super Mario Brothers movie miniature or other item that you're like, that's so cool. Don't forget, we now have a Squirrel Stampede merch out there, like t-shirts, water bottles, and a plush Landry. Thank you so much for watching again. That's what I have to say about that.